So here we are in the middle of the street trying to pull off a great photograph. But what's really beautiful about this location, what's beautiful about the location is this beautiful canopy that's just surrounding the road as we look down the roadway here. And I think it looks so cool. We're going to pull it off. Yes, we got runners, we got traffic, we got bugs and bees and everything else chirping and making noises. But I think it's worth the effort to get the photograph. So we have Megan and Christian looking right back at me. Megan, let's just do the flowers just down to the side. And again, whenever we're going to do the flowers down to the side, I think it's a good idea that I'm going to have RC, let me have you cross over to the other side, carefully avoiding traffic on the way over here. And when I have RC then bring the light in from this direction here, what's really important is that his flash doesn't throw the shadow of the bouquet across the gown. Now, the only way you can avoid that is really by, Megan, if I ask you to just pull the bouquet back just a little bit more, even out from your, and right back there, and that way it'll actually blast the shadow into the side of the bouquet, or into the side of the veil, or side of the gown, but I won't really see that. So anyway, let's go ahead and take the photograph. Now, I want to talk to you about a couple of different things. Number one, I got this 10 to 22 millimeter lens. You might think, oh, wide angle lenses look the best for this situation here. Well, let's take one with the wide angle lens, then I'm going to switch to very long telephoto. I think you'll be really, really pleasantly surprised at the different result. But this is how many people start out. So anyway, we got photograph number one right here. Great, you guys. And I think it looks pretty good, but we got that background going really, really dark here. So again, what do I want to do? Let's turn your flash off. RC, I'll do it right from here. I can do it right here. Let's do it again. I'm going to slow down the shutter speed to 125th of a second, which my camera is telling me is pretty much the correct exposure. And when I look at the image, it's pretty flat now. I mean, I lost my whole direction of light. So let's keep working the photograph. I'm going to switch lenses to that really, really long telephoto. And what's going to happen, because as you look at this image, you'll see all the spots up in the tree, you'll see the light pouring through and everything. But that canopy, it kind of loses its beauty with this wide angle lens. I think the long telephoto is going to go ahead and bring the beauty back in for us. So let me go ahead and switch to that, and we'll take the photograph again. I've added the 70 to 200 millimeter lens, really long lens. I'm sitting here at about 135, almost 200 millimeters away. And what that's going to do is really, really compress that background, which just makes it so much prettier. Instead of having all that white stuff coming in before that we saw with the wide angle lens, the telephoto lens is going to let me just focus really on the tight shrubbery, the tight canopy of trees and everything else we got going on down there. It's just beautiful through the lens. Now, again, many photographers will go ahead and say, oh, that looks pretty. Let's just go ahead and take the photograph. And yes, I know I got some signs in the background, but heck, that's what Photoshop's for. We'll fix that in a minute. Anyway, I'm going to take the photograph right here. But what's happening here is I have the horizon line, which is really where the road is meeting the trees. It's hitting them right at the waist. Again, not very pretty. The only way to lower that horizon line is hit the decks, get as low as you can. And to make that happen, I'm going to have my head just about on this ground here because I want that horizon line so low in this photograph. All right, so now I'm going to hit the ground here, hit the dirt, hit the decks, and see what we can do. That one sign that we just saw before is now concealed behind them. I have a nice canopy of some vertical trees coming up on the left-hand side. I have the wonderful canopy on the right-hand side, just leading the lines right into them. And again, pretty darn close to the ground here because I want that horizon line ever so small. RC, let me back you up just a fraction. Perfect, here we go. Happy are you guys? Again, Megan, turn your head slightly towards RC. Here we go, we got some runners coming. Happy, happy everybody. Great, great, great. All right, and again, let's get a couple here. I'm just working some different zooms here too. The hard thing is trying to keep the camera at a perfect horizontal or vertical when you're leaning 90 degrees. But anyway, here we go again. Just zooming back some more, getting some more of the tree canopy happening for us. Looks pretty cool. Working the horizon line. Good, 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 and again. And now while I'm here, I'm not going to move. I'm going to ask RC, do me a favor. And what I'm going to do is backlight both of them, because in this situation, it's really pretty when we can backlight here. Which means also I'm going to have to do a couple of things here. I'm sitting here at f5.0. Typically I'm at 5.6, but 5.0 worked. And RC was at about quarter power. Hey RC, give me full power, please. Because what I need to do too is increase my aperture, because I want to actually darken that background down just a bit. So I'm going to take the aperture up to, how about f8? let's fire away and see what we get with him at full power there. This is going to darken down the whole tree, the whole canopy, but it's going to lighten them up. Let me have you guys too, just looking at each other. Okay, and Christian, how about hand out of your pocket, help her hold the bouquet. And Christian, just push the veil off of her back shoulder. Yep, there you go, behind her. Flowers a little lower, point them down towards me so I don't see hands. Okay, here we go. And let's see what we're going to get here. Good, good, good. Again. Gorgeous. Keep smiling, you guys. And I think we got it. You guys can relax. Okay, so what's going on here? What's going on is we had beautiful, beautiful canopy, that rich color of greens coming through here, and it just looks wonderful here. The backlighting just separates them from that background ever so beautifully. You don't get this kind of foliage where I'm from. So when I'm down here in Florida, Tampa here, it is just a beautiful sight for me, and I just love to capture it for, for our clients, for our models, and for the videotapes too. So anyway, that's what we're doing right here. We're going to see if we can find another good location, see what else we can do just up the road. So why don't we head up the road?